Hi guys, it's Jordan here and welcome to another awesome ASM Overland video. Alright, so I don't know if you remember this bad boy, which is the Olight Warrior Mini. I've made a test, actually a torture test, a long time ago, a few months ago, and I actually shot the light. If you haven't seen this video yet, you really should click there and go watch it. But the thing is, Olight actually released the Warrior Mini 2, which is the upgraded version of the Mini. And it's just right there, and we're gonna talk about it right now. Alright, so what is the difference between those two lights? So just for reference, this is the Warrior Mini 1 and this is the Warrior Mini 2. Just before starting, I wanted to let you know that this is a very kind of limited version, because they made limited version with earth, air, fire and wind version, as you can see, with those beautiful engraving on the lights, and this one is the air version, and there's only the earth available on the Olight website. But yeah, you have to like those engraving, and you can actually buy them in a normal version, like non-limited, and they look pretty much the same as the Warrior Mini. Plus, we got the two lights here, but it's not gonna be a comparison. And why it's not a comparison? Just because the Warrior Mini is not even available anymore to buy on the Olight store. So it really doesn't make sense to make a comparison. I just wanted to show you the upgrades between the 1 and the 2. So first of all, as you can see, the Warrior Mini 2 is slightly okay. This one doesn't want to stay in place. Awesome. You can see that the Warrior Mini 2 is just a little bit higher. It's a bit longer, and that's because they put a new feature on it, which is located just here, so it takes a little bit of space. As you can see, the pocket clip is also way longer on the Warrior Mini 2. Also added an extra clip here at the bottom of the lights, and this is going to be useful for another feature we're going to see just after. It's still in the packaging. About power, the Warrior Mini 2 is a little bit more powerful with 1750 lumens, and the Warrior just have 1500 lumens. So this one is a little bit more powerful. It can light up the scene up to 220 meters, and this one only 190 meters. Actually weighs a lot more. So for an EDC light, maybe the Warrior was better than the Mini 2, because this one is pretty heavy. We got the same features here, a magnetic bottom, which is also actually a button, and you also have a side button here. This is the same on both lights, and I don't know if you can see it, but in the middle you have a battery charge indicator. It's green when you have plenty of battery, and then it turns orange, then red, and there is a plane ruining all the sound of my video. But anyway, let's keep going. You can see that the top of the light is slightly different. We have a different finish. Alright, and now let's talk about at the packaging because I think it really matters when it comes to product like that. When you're kind of a gear geek, gear addict, packaging is really important, and they are really well made with Olight lights. And inside, obviously, you have like the slot for the lights. And then you have this little knob here to remove a first layer of foam. And then you have this little packaging here, the charger, the magnetic charger, which works like a charm. This is USB, and as you can see, it's magnetic and it's awesome, and you can use it with your other lights. That's pretty nice. Oh, and this is the card, because this is the limited version, Air Warrior. What does it say? Holds eyes, bats ears, cheetah speed. With the aura of intelligence at his hand, he can give or take away knowledge instantly. This is pretty, maybe it's a little bit too much. And this is a new thing we didn't have with the Warrior Mini first version. This is a small round carabiner. This is metal, not plastic, not for climbing though, and you can use it here and like put your finger through it to grab the lights and have a nice grab for it. I don't know how you call that in English, the stuff to put around your waist like that. And this is not some, this is weird because this is really silicone, so that's pretty weird. That's fun. And more user guide. So that's it for the inside of the packaging. And the magnetic feature of these lights makes it a great light for us overlanders. Well, I think because you can simply put it here and you will have lights during the night, and that's absolutely awesome. You can do that on the hood as well. If something happened, you have to, make a quick fix, you're gonna have lights instead of putting the lights in your mouth like that. So that's really nice. Just one thing with the Warrior Mini 2, it works perfectly on surface like that, but less powerful than the Warrior Minis. As you can see, it works perfectly like that, but this one, when you put it horizontally, it doesn't work. And do you want to know why the Warrior Mini 2 is longer than the one? It's because of a new feature, and it's this little black thing here, which is actually a sensor. And you're gonna say, hey Jordan, why did they put a sensor on the light? And that's because the light is getting really, really hot when you use it. The brightness is changing with the sensor. I hope you can see it on the camera. And it can burn fabric, skin, maybe cause a fire. So the Warrior Mini was kind of a fire hazard because of the heat here. And if we're gonna, let's make a test and see if that sensor is actually useful. I have a post-it here, and I brought it because it was just to remember the lumens of those lights. And I'm gonna put it here, and don't mind this. This is private property, so this is not some dumping in the woods. Everything's fine here. And what I'm gonna do is turn them on in turbo mode and put it on the post-it and see if it burns or not. Okay, we got an evolution because the Warrior Mini 2 actually turned off before 1 minute on contact with the post-it. So this is really useful. The sensor is actually really useful. I'm just gonna wait a second time and show you, like, I don't touch the light and you can see that it's turned on, and you'll see it's gonna turn off by itself in a few seconds. Okay, wait for it, guys. You can hit that subscribe button, waiting for the light to turn off. Maybe a little thumbs up, leave a comment up, and thanks to your comments and your subscription, the light just turned off. So the sensor is really, really useful. 5 minutes on the post-it and look at it. It's pretty hot, and you can see that it kind of burned it. I don't know if you can nicely see it, but there is a spot here which is a bit burned. Alright, so good news! The sensor on the Warrior Mini 2 is working like a charm, and it's gonna save you maybe a pocket, a bag, and even a house, we never know. Some extra safety, it's never too much. So Olight, they did well with this sensor. And I'm not saying that because they gave me money for this video. They just give me this light to talk about it with you guys, but I don't make any money from Olight. And actually, I want to give back. I always want to give back for you guys, and that's why I decided that I'm gonna make a refresh on my Patreon. And what I'm gonna do is organize giveaways with those extra gear I don't especially need, but I like to test, to review, to share with you. But after that, sometimes I don't use it because I have extra and extra and extra. So the idea is to make giveaways. It's not gonna be like every week, every month, or every X period. It's just gonna be when I can, when I get new products. I'm sure I'm not gonna use after that. So I'm gonna make a giveaway on Patreons for my patrons to give back. It's not done yet. This is the idea I got. Tell me if it's a good idea or not in the comment section down below. But I really want to give back to the patrons. I already did giveaways on the channel for even for non-patrons, and I will continue to do that for a special occasion, but I want to do that for the patrons as well. So it's actually cost more money. I will have to send it to you, so that's also why that's gonna be Patreon only giveaway, because it costs money. I'm gonna stay international and send it worldwide. It doesn't matter where you live, so sometimes it can be a bit expensive. If you live in the US, it's pretty expensive. So giveaways for my patrons incoming. I'm gonna make a whole refresh of the Patreon tiers, everything. So stay tuned. Let me know if it's a good idea. If you don't know what Patreon is, just you can click. The link is down below in the description. Have a look if you love what I'm doing, if you love my videos. Good way to show your support, and even just a subscribe, a thumbs up, a share is already awesome, guys. And if you're watching this video, you are awesome. So stay like that. Alright, so I really hope you enjoy this little Olight Warrior Mini 2 review. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, it always helps. You can hit that thumbs up as well, share the video. You can also check my Instagram account for awesome pictures and my website for awesome articles too. Thank you guys for watching. See you next week. Yes, I go in reverse.